of education. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. The world requires a change. Today I am going to talk on education for the 21st century. What kind of education we need to take? School is the lighthouse of society to provide meaningful education, spiritual direction, guidance and leadership to students, their parents and the society in general. Schools are not meant only for guidance of students, but schools have to guide the parents also and the society also. As a lighthouse of society, it is the responsibility of a school to provide meaningful education, spiritual direction, guidance and leadership to students, their parents, and the society in general. If a school does not become a lighthouse of society, it will become a potential cause of darkness. If we want light in this world, the only way is to restore the school to its traditional role as a lighthouse of society, and teachers must be restored to their traditional role as a transmitters of morality, builders of character, and custodians of the culture. There is no other way out to change this world. What is happening around the world is, it is all because of education. Education has become one-sided, only material education, teaching of mathematics, science, physics and chemistry and zoology and botany, language, literature, humanities, social sciences, divide of human education and divide of spiritual education or divine education. A man has three realities in life. Here is a child. The child says, I am a material being, I am a human being, I am a divine being. I need material education so that I can become a useful member for myself and for my family. So give me the best of material education. Education of mathematics, science, physics, chemistry, zoology, botany, language, literature, humanity, social sciences. But at the same time the child says, I am also a human being. I am a part of my family. I have my grandparents in my family. I have my parents, mother and father. I have elder brothers, sisters. I have younger brothers, sisters, and other members of the family. I am a part of my family, human family. And also, some of the sisters are married to a British boy or an Iranian or to this country or that country. So the whole earth becomes my own family. It is my extended family. What is happening in the family? Killings, murders, crime, corruption, and nuclear bombs to kill each other. So the world it has been divided into parts. In the name of religion, in the name of caste, creed, color, religion. So what this child says, one day I will unite the world. एक दिन दुनिया एक करूँगा, धरती स्वर्ग बनाऊँगा, विश्व शांति का सपना एक दिन सच करके दिखलाऊँगा, क्योंकि सब जमीन है मेरी, ये आसमान है मेरा, मकीन हर मकान हूँ मैं, हर एक मकान है मेरा. प्रिय मित्रों, the whole world is my own family and I will unite it. The children are sitting here and they have been called especially to meet the Honorable Chief Justices, judges, presidents, prime ministers, governor generals, and meet the eminent personalities of the world and learn from them. They have spent a lot of time to come here. They have sacrificed their time. Judges and presidents have everything, but they have no time. But they have found out time for you so that you can share, they can share with you their thoughts and they can give you the light. So the child says, I am a material being, I am a human being, I am a divine being. Give me all three kinds of education. This is what Victor Hugo said. There is one thing stronger than all the armies in the world, and that is an idea whose time has come. What is that idea? The balanced education of all the three realities of life is an idea whose time has come. So we need to give our children a balanced education of all the three realities of life, that is material, human and divine. Mahatma Gandhi said, if we are to teach the real peace in this world, if we are to carry on a real war against war, we shall have to begin with the children. If we want peace in the world, the only way is to go to the classroom. अब क्लासरूम चलो, क्लासरूम चलेंगे, रुके हैं किसी के भी, रोके से न रुकेंगे. Let us go to the classroom, let us go to the classroom, let us go to the classroom to change the world. If we want to bring about peace on earth, let us go to the classroom. Nelson Mandela says, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. If you want to change the world, the only way is to change the school and change the teachers and go to the school to bring about a change. Paulo Freire says, education changes the people and people change the world. If you want the world to be changed, change the people, and that means education can change the people. So go to these schools, go to these schools, go to the schools. Now this child says, I am also a divine being. I have a soul within. My soul is the part of the soul of Almighty God. So give me the education of soul. Give me the education of the divinity. God, what are the God has sent teaching for me? Here, a child is sitting in a school. He says, connect me to God. God has no symbol, God has no place. But we have made, just to teach our children, this little place. God is something high, but God is everywhere, omnipotent. He is in our heart, He is outside us, He is in the world, He is in air, He is in water, He is everywhere, omnipotent. There is no place in this world where God is not existing. So God is everywhere, but still, to teach our children, we have put all the symbol of God. Now, all these teachers have come from one source. Such a simple thing. There is God one. There are no different God for Krishna, or different for Buddha, different for Jesus, different for Muhammad, or different for Nanak, or Baha'u'llah, or Bab, or Zoroaster, or Moses, or Abraham. They do not have separate God. Their God is only one. The soul that came to their soul, that came to them, has come from one soul. The messages they got to give to the people, all these messages, like Bhagavad Gita, Tripitak, through Buddha it came, Bible 2000 years ago, which came. 5,000 years ago, Krishna brought this message of God through Bhagavad Gita. 2,500 years ago, Buddha brought this message of Tripitak from the same God. Bible is the message of God. It came 2,000 years ago to Jesus. It is for the whole of humanity. These are all books of God, and these are the messages of God. They are for the whole of humanity. And 1,400 years ago, Muhammad brought the message during 23 years. The Quran was revealed. It took 23 years. God was sending His messengers, the Farishta and angel, and He was bringing the messages of God, Allah, and were given to Him. So these are the messages. How unfortunate it is. Quran is not for the Muslims. Quran is the word of Allah. The first ayat of Quran says, Khuda is Rabbul Alameen. He is not Rabbul Muslimin. He is not the Rabb of the Musliman. He is the Rabb, He is the God, He is the creator of the whole of humanity. So these books are for the whole of humanity. All these books. And then 550 years ago, another message came in the heart of Nanak. And the message was, or to sacrifice, this has also come from the same God. And 200 years ago, Kitab came to the heart of Baha'u'llah. His picture is not available. We put the picture of his son, Abdul Baha, who was the interpreter of the teachings of his father, and the teaching was of unity of heart. All these teachings, for example, Gita teaches us justice, Buddha teaches us equality, Bible teaches us compassion, love and compassion, and Quran teaches us brotherhood, Guru Granth Sahib teaches us sacrifice, and Kitab-e-Aqdas teaches us to unite the hearts. Oh my God, unite the hearts of thy servants and reveal to them the great purpose.
And so, in the microcosm of the city of Lucknow, Dr. Jagdish Gandhi started City Montessori School in 1959, a non-profit organization that was set up as a laboratory to create world-minded and socially conscious citizens who would work for the welfare of humanity and its unity. Plato had said, "It is the idea that moves the world." Goethe says, "Life is action." The story of Dr. Jagdish Gandhi's life is refreshingly vibrant that encourages one to take charge, regenerate and renew. The concept of karma was introduced to him by his uncle Sri Prabhu Dayalji, who inculcated in him hope and to dream of a world where there will be Satyug, the divine civilization. His father took him to village temple where religious discourses and discussions took place, and his pious mother ingrained in him the value of complete connect with God at all times. Greatly influenced by Mahatma Gandhi, young Jagdish found not only the peaceful narrative of serving society, but also the burning fervor of resolution in the great man. He could fathom the power of the slogan of Jai Jagat or Hail the World, coined by the Mahatma and Acharya Vinoba Bhave to reform and restructure global society. He laid the foundation of a school where value of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, or Earth is but one country and mankind its citizens, is being nurtured through unique CMS broader, bolder education model for the 21st century, an education capable of saving humanity that draws heavily from the teachings of Baha'u'llah that says, among the greatest of all the great services that can possibly be rendered by a man to Almighty God is the meaningful spiritual education of children, building their character and inculcating in their tender hearts the love of God. He always felt that education is not filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. The school has educated students to respect the values of tolerance and has been actively working to construct the defenses of peace in the minds of students, parents, and public. In recognition of this remarkable achievement, the school was awarded the 2002 UNESCO Prize for Peace Education. The school that began with 5 children and a borrowed capital of $10 in 1959 today has over 56,000 students, a Guinness World Record for being the largest school by pupils. He still works, sleeps, eats and entertains visitors in 12 by 14 square feet room where he first began his mission. All his personal belongings can fit into a suitcase. Dr. Gandhi, who has maximized expenses on his vision and minimized his personal needs by religion, he is Baha'i. By way of personal wealth, he has none. His fervent admirer and follower, his wife, Dr. Bharati Gandhi, he is supported in his vision by his principals from 18 CMS campuses, 2,000 teachers and 1,000 other workers of CMS. The Derozio Award winner in the 20th century, the recognition of outstanding service to education and human enrichment, Dr. Gandhi argues, as universe is governed by laws of nature, humanity should also be governed by one law. and thus pioneered the idea of World Judiciary Summit. He constituted the World Unity Education Department to organize the international conferences of Chief Justices of the world since the turn of the century, with the recently concluded 19th International Conference of Chief Justices of the World on Article 51 of the Constitution of India. Staunch believer of Mahatma Gandhi's path of non-violence, Dr. Jagdish Gandhi's life has been governed by the saying of, "Let us not curse the darkness. Instead, light a candle." Member of the World Peace Prayer Society and a firm believer in the Japanese Kaizen theory of continuous improvement, Dr. Gandhi introduced the concept of quality control circles in education and is the founder chairman of the World Council for Total Quality and Excellence in Education. For bringing in this visionary concept in education, he was honored with the key to the city of Georgetown, USA. This crusader for unity and peace, Dr. Jagdish Gandhi, has a class of his own, working on a thesis. True education releases capacities, develops analytical abilities, confidence in oneself, willpower, goal-setting competency, and instills the vision that will enable oneself to become a self-motivated agent of social transformation, serving for the best interest of the community. For nearly 6 decades now, in a real laboratory of a school called CMS and its community focusing on real-time subjects in globalism, universal brotherhood, and world unity and peace, Dr. Gandhi has earned 5 honorary doctorate degrees, namely Honorary Doctorate Degree in Education in 2009 by Bashkir State Pedagogical University, Ufa, Russia, Honorary Doctorate Degree in Law bestowed by the University of Concepción del Uruguay, Republic of Argentina in 2012. In the same year, another honorary doctorate degree in law given by the University of Mendoza, Republic of Argentina. Honorary doctorate degree by Inca Garcilaso University in Peru in 2014. An honorary doctorate degree by the National University of Mongolia in 2015. Lifetime Achievement Award by the Education World magazine in 2017. The prestigious Gusi Peace Prize in Manila, Philippines in 2011. The award, also known as the Asian Nobel Prize, is given to achievers of the world. And Soaring Above the Rest Award by the Council for the Indian School Certificate Examination, New Delhi, for his invaluable contribution to peace through education in 2014. Who could have imagined that a frail, bashful boy born in one of thousands of remote, poverty-stricken, backward villages of the state of pre-independent Uttar Pradesh in these past 60 years would have been able to create a wonderful experiment of immense value to educators worldwide, a story which has received global recognition, a story worth understanding by policymakers and schools worldwide.
May his fragrance fill the sky, and his name endure forever and I. May its founders' ideals inspire, to strive, to seek, to ever aspire. May we uphold the good and fair in all that we do and dare. At home, at school, at play, in actions of the day. Our school is a temple of learning, where knowledge imagine wisdom rules, where we become the changes we dream of. Our most beloved school. Our lessons are of peace and love. Our anchor is of spirituality. Our greetings for all is JAGDISH. Our vision is of world unity, unique in the annals of education. Our founder is a one of a kind. We are the light of the world, and CMS, the hope of mankind. May CMS fragrance fill the sky, and His name endure forever and ever. May its founders' ideals inspire, to strive, to seek, to ever aspire. May we uphold the good and fair in all that we do and dare. At home, at school, at play, in actions of the day. At home, at school, at play, in actions of the day.
Gradually, as the arts of life improved, the forests cleared, lesser natural regions fused into greater, advancements in science, technology, World Wide Web, and now the advent of artificial intelligence, it may perhaps be thought that with the continuance of this process, all mankind will be in the end unified. Man's oldest dream to establish one world state or world government with an established world parliament and world court of justice. If human civilization is not to go down in blind internecine conflicts since the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki and the recent spread of international terrorism, global warming, stockpiling of weapons of mass destruction, fear of a third world war and nuclear holocaust, there must be a development of world planning for world federalism as enshrined in the ancient Indian wisdom of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, or Earth is but one country and mankind its citizens. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. Is it a tenable dream? Perhaps so. As for the past 6 decades now, Guinness World Records holder City Montessori School in Lucknow, India, founded by Dr. Jagdish Gandhi, who remains active as ever as the nerve center of his school community, has redesigned his school syllabus through the integration of education, religion, law and justice to create world-minded and socially conscious citizens who would work for the welfare of humanity and its unity. Unity will bring divine civilization on earth, and to make it happen, CMS, the winner of the UNESCO Prize for Peace Education in 2002 through its curriculum of education for protection and security since the turn of the century, has been convening the international conferences of Chief Justices of the world that aims to unite the world for children through enforceable international law and effective global governance. CMS students and management have been fervently asking for a safe and secure world, especially for the 2.5 billion children of the world and generations yet to be born. A democratic world government based on establishing peace and solving environmental problems. And here is their appeal to the President of United States of America, Mr. Donald Trump. Team CMS received 370 dignitaries consisting of Chief Justices, judges, heads of states, speakers of parliaments, ambassadors, legal luminaries and world unity promoters from 71 countries who were graciously welcomed to participate in the 19th International Conference of Chief Justices of the World on Article 51 of the Constitution of India, headed by the convener of the conference, founder of City Montessori School, Dr. Jagdish Gandhi. Eminent guests visited the historical city of Agra, the place of 3 UNESCO World Heritages. This is Taj, a dream in marble, the cultural monument of India. Place of Baha'is worship, the Lotus Temple complex welcomed the most eminent world leaders for a prayer meeting.
Consider my meditation. Hearken unto the voice of my God, my King, and my God.
शिक्षात्मक सांस्कृतिक कार्यक्रम एवं चिंतन हेतु विश्व एकता सत्संग में आप सभी सपरिवार सादर आमंत्रित हैं।